Yeah, that seems out of character for Daryl. I think he would make sure he's dead. You know? He would hit him with the crossbow and make sure that he's dead. And I just... Yikes. Yikes. Oh, that was such a good episode, though. That was so tense. Like, I knew that Daryl was going to be fine. I didn't know if he was going to kill Beta, or if it would end kind of like how it did. But that whole fight scene was amazing. It was so, like, it was so well shot. It was so well choreographed. You could tell that Beta, whoever the actor is playing him, was doing, like, most of his own stunts. Looked like, you know, Norman was doing most of his own stunts. It just looked so good. And I loved the whole, like, setup with, like, the plastic. And, you know, anytime the show, you know, has horror vibes, that's what I'm into. Like, that's what I want. So that was just so good. It was so tense. I was a little concerned that we might lose Connie, but I wasn't, like, overly concerned for her. She's clearly a badass, and I really like her. I really like her with Daryl. That's a nice team. Henry, oh my god, he's making me crazy. I want to sympathize, and he's just making it so hard. He's making it so hard. I don't know. I was so happy that everything worked out with the highwaymen. Hopefully that doesn't go bad later, and maybe they'll actually come in handy when there is a conflict, because you know there's going to be conflict. I just love that Carol made the right call, because I was a little concerned that Ezekiel, his pacifist, he's not really a pacifist, but his idealism had rubbed off on her too much, and she was kind of going against her instincts, which would be to just shoot first and ask questions later. And I was really happy that it worked out well. I adore Carol and Ezekiel. I love Carol as a queen, like a proper queen, because she fucking is. And my god, my cat is making me crazy. So yeah, it was just so good. It was so tense and exciting, and the badass fight scene, and it's just so good. I do find it out of character that Daryl would not make sure that Beta was dead. I guess he assumed that you couldn't survive that fall. The dude had a knife in his chest and he didn't even flinch. Like, what? What? So, I don't know. I think I would have shot him in the head just to make sure, you know? Maybe he was, like, too far down. So, I don't know. But I'm thinking there's going to be another showdown between them. And, I mean, the first one was epic enough. So, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, it's going to go bad. It's going to go real bad for everybody. So there's only 3 left. Maybe the fair will be next episode. So maybe we'll have kind of something nice next episode. And then it's all going to go to shit for like the last 2. I have a feeling Alexandria is going to go to the fair. If Alpha shows up, then we would have a lot of badasses in one place, which would be convenient if she shows up during the fair. So, like, clearly, this group, Daryl and Connie and the teenagers, they're not going to go off on their own. Like, they're not actually going to separate. This will be temporary, even though we're supposed to assume. Willow, honey. even though we're supposed to, like, that's how they're treating it. And it's strange how Connie was just like happy about it and smiling because she's leaving her people. And then of course, you know, Daryl has to be thinking about Carol and like the fact that he's taking her kid. He's gonna have to, I would imagine that he would plan to go by the kingdom and explain what's going on. He can't just disappear with Henry without telling Carol. He wouldn't. But he knows that if he tells Carol, she's not gonna let it happen. But I think this is all kind of a moot point because I don't think it's gonna go down that way. You know, obviously they're not gonna separate and take off. So anyway, yeah, I am resisting the urge to watch the next one. I literally could just sit here and like plow through the rest of the season, but I'm gonna control myself. Like I said, I wasn't even supposed to film today, and I ended up filming 2 episodes. Okay, that's it. I will shut up. Just loving the season so much. Loving these characters. Loving everything about the show. Just, I'm so happy. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.